Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a fascinating topic, the unique, often unseen health challenges of our exotic pets. And we're going to explore a really advanced immunity solution called IMMUNOVEX-EX.
Think about this for a second. How exactly do you protect a pet that simply cannot tell you it's sick? It's a pretty heavy thought, isn't it? I mean, if you've ever had the absolute privilege of caring for an exotic pet, you know it's a massive responsibility. These are incredibly beautiful, fascinating animals, but they are completely speechless. They can't just tell us when they're stressed, anxious, or if something physically hurts. They won't cry out if something feels even a little bit off. And that leaves us, their caretakers, in a really special role. We are quite literally the guardians of nature right in our own homes. We have to anticipate what they need long before a tiny issue turns into a major health crisis.
When you look at breathtaking creatures, brilliantly colored macaws, stoic iguanas, or those super energetic ferrets, you have to remember they are completely wild at heart. Their biological systems are so highly sensitive, honestly, way more so than your average domestic dog or cat. Because they're so deeply wired for the wild, their bodies can react really intensely to captivity. So we have to turn to nature itself to help these highly sensitive systems not just survive, but truly thrive while they're in our care.
Okay, let's dive into the reality of their daily environment, because it's pretty complex. Our exotic animals face a whole bunch of invisible, everyday stressors. Things that might seem completely normal to us, like a slight change in routine, maybe a new cage, or just a quick trip to the vet, can severely compromise their biological systems. And the scary part? It isn't always an obvious, visible injury. More often than not, it's this silent, progressive drain on their natural defenses, and that puts them at a really serious life-threatening risk.
So what exactly are these hidden stressors? Well, the specific vulnerabilities they face are just immense. We're talking about chronically weak immunity that opens the door to frequent recurring infections. Then there's post-vaccination stress, the severe anxiety and physical toll from being transported, or even just subtle shifts in the temperature inside your home. They also struggle so much during recovery from an illness or a surgery. You'll often see a poor appetite, general weakness, and a huge drop in their vitality. It's an incredibly delicate balance. Literally any single one of these factors can just tip the scales, leaving them so vulnerable.
Now, you might be wondering, how do we actually systematically address all of those vulnerabilities in just one comprehensive way? Well, enter IMMUNOVEX-EX by MBS NUTRISCIENCE. And let me be clear, this is not just some basic run-of-the-mill daily vitamin. It is an advanced immunity support formula that was designed from the ground up specifically for this incredibly wide menagerie of exotic life. So whether you're safeguarding exotic birds, reptiles, tortoises, or small mammals, this formula is completely engineered to strengthen their natural defenses.
Let's break down exactly what this complete immunity protection actually looks like in practice. IMMUNOVEX-EX works tirelessly on 6 vital fronts. First off, it actively enhances immunity and fights infections, so it's helping the body battle bacterial, viral, and fungal threats all at once. Second, it acts as a really powerful antioxidant. This protects their delicate cellular structures from oxidative stress, which is basically the wear and tear of everyday life, and supports much faster recovery times. But it doesn't stop there. It improves overall vitality by reducing fatigue and naturally boosting their appetite, while also giving them essential gut and respiratory support. And the best part, it does all of this while remaining completely safe and naturally enriched.
The science making this possible is absolutely fascinating. When you actually break down the composition per milliliter, you are looking at nature's pharmacy at work. You've got 50 milligrams of both Echinacea extract and Tinnispora extract. These act like these incredibly effective natural shields that just boost baseline disease resistance. Then you have 100 milligrams of vitamin C paired with 40 milligrams of astragalus extract. That combo provides potent antioxidant recovery and promotes healthy growth. Throw in zinc, selenium, vitamin E, and beta-glucan, and you have this meticulously calculated blend of essential nutrients that is totally designed to restore absolute balance.
But hey, a scientifically brilliant formula doesn't mean a thing if you can't get your pet to actually take it, right? The administration absolutely needs to be simple for all these diverse species. It has to be an incredibly easy, totally stress-free routine for you as a caregiver at home, or even for a specialized vet running a really busy clinic.
Thankfully, the application here is incredibly straightforward. Whether you're treating a 50-year-old tortoise or a young super hyper rabbit, the process is seamless. You just always start by shaking the bottle really well before use. For birds, reptiles, and tortoises, the dose is literally just 1 to 2 milliliters per 1 liter of their drinking water, or you can mix it straight into their food. For small mammals and ferrets, you just adjust that slightly to 0.5 to 1 milliliter per liter of water or food. It integrates so perfectly into their normal feeding habits, which means absolutely zero added stress for your already sensitive companion.
And this illustrates a much larger, really vital point about exotic pet care. When we're dealing with biological systems that are this inherently fragile, trusting the source and the absolute purity of these natural immunomodulators, the ingredients that actually balance and train their immune system, is totally paramount. We just can't afford to give our speechless companions anything less than the highest standard of care out there. And that brings us to the crucial pillar of trust and quality behind the formulation itself.
That exacting standard is beautifully captured in the corporate ethos of MBS NUTRISCIENCE, feeding the future, healing with science. Now, that isn't just a catchy tagline, it represents a fundamental commitment to bridging the gap between deep, natural botanical care and really rigorous, scientifically backed formulation. They deeply understand that to truly care for exotic species, you absolutely need the ancient wisdom of natural ingredients, but it has to be validated by the strict precision of modern science.
If you're out there meticulously checking labels, and honestly, as an exotic pet owner, you definitely should be, you'll be so relieved by the rigorous premium certifications here. The brand's authority is globally backed. MBS NutriScience operates as a GMP-certified company. They're ISO-certified, kosher-certified, and fully FSSI licensed. So what does this actually mean for your iguana or your macaw? Well, it guarantees premium quality assurance. It means you're giving them purely natural ingredients with absolutely zero harmful chemicals. It just provides a level of safety that gives you complete peace of mind. As we wrap up this explainer, make sure you keep an eye out for the IMMUNOVEX-EX label, whether you're picking up the 50 milliliter or the larger 120 milliliter size. It really is the visual hallmark of complete immunity protection. We hold their well-being, their very lives in our hands every single day. So I'll leave you with this thought. As guardians of nature, are you ready to give your speechless friends the ultimate natural defense they truly deserve?